Just something I wanted to cover real quick. We see in a lot of interviews, and just recently on Trump's Truth Social, him saying that what he did at Mar-a-Lago, taking the documents that he's backed by the Presidential Records Act. On the contrary, he violated the Presidential Records Act. It doesn't. He's not protected under the Presidential Records Act. The Presidential Records Act of 1978 governs the official records of the president and vice president that were created or received after January 20th, 1981. The PRA changed the legal ownership of the official records of the president from private to public and established a new statutory structure under which presidents and subsequently NARA must manage the records of their administrations. The PRA was amended in 2014, which established several new provisions. And here go where Trump violated. Period. Clear as day. Allows the incumbent president to dispose of records that no longer have administrative, historical, informational, or evidentiary value once the views of the archivist of the United States on the proposed disposal have been obtained in writing. At what point when Trump took those documents, did he put it in writing and show the archivist what he was doing? Taking records with you is the same as disposing of them, because they're no longer in the custody of White House, the archivist, etc. It's the same as disposing of. Yet he said, I just took them, and automatically they're declassified. Show me where that process of what he says is in here. Nowhere did he put anything in writing. And then here goes the other point I wanted to point out. Establishes that the Presidential Records Act automatically transfers into the legal custody of the archivist as soon as the president leaves office. Now, Donald Trump left office and he didn't give those documents to where they needed to be. He left office. They were supposed to establishes that Presidential Records Act automatically transfers into the legal custody of the archivist as soon as the president leaves office. That didn't happen. He took them. And he took them with nobody knowing, which violates this. So already we see that he violated the Presidential Records Act. Two provisions he violated. And in those nowhere in here, and you can pause to read all the provisions. He violated this one, and he absolutely violated this. And you could read all this. A lot of this establishes what an incumbent president can do, because once you're not president, there's really nothing. But he violated it. It doesn't. The Presidential Records Act doesn't protect him. On the contrary, it incriminates him because he violated it and he broke the law. It's simple as that. But he knows, Trump knows that his delusional base, his delusional supporters, they're not going to research it. They're not going to look it up. I remember months ago that I had put up, the Presidential Records Act says that the records do not belong to the president or vice president. And they, like it says here, They must, when a president leaves office, must immediately go into the custody of the archivist. And a Trump supporter says, no, that's wrong. Trump is allowed to take the documents. That just goes like how delusional these people are. So because he's Trump, he's allowed to break the law. Because he's Trump, he's allowed to disregard law, break law, because he's him. And that's how they think. And no matter what you put in front of them, facts, truth, they'll reject it. Trump taught them to reject truth, reject fact, so they can recreate what they say is alternate facts. Alternate facts is code word or disguise for bullshit, a false reality. Alternate facts is a delusional reality. They reject truth, reject fact to recreate their own, again, delusional reality. That's what alternate facts are. So regardless of whether you point out laws, statutes, it don't matter what you put in front of these people, they'll deny it and create their own delusional opinion of the situation and equate that to fact.